Nimrod, the son of Cush, a mighty king, conqueror, and first emperor. Many believe that Nimrod died at the Tower of Babel. His death was mentioned twice in the Bible. In Jasher, chapter 27, Esau killed Nimrod. It is said that Esau hunted in the field. Nimrod hunted in the same range. Esau happened on Nimrod and two of his mighty men. Esau waited until Nimrod was alone and snuck up and cut off his head. He then stole Nimrod's clothes. Esau snuck home and hid the clothing in his tent. And that's when he showed up in the word where he sold his birthright for some food to his brother. The body of Nimrod was found by two of the mighty men and brought back to Babel. This story had mentioned Nimrod in possession of special clothing. These garments were passed down to him from Cush. Cush received the clothing from Ham. There were garments that God made for Adam and Eve. What kind of animals were the garments made of? This is Dionysus. This is Osiris. Notice the clothing. Adam and Eve wore leopard clothing. The death of Dionysus and Osiris and Bacchus were exactly the same. They were all torn apart. Right? While Bacchus was admiring himself in a mirror, the Titans all of a sudden jumped on him and tore him apart. Right? Bacchus was then put into a pot and boiled. The pieces was then roasted on a fire. While the Titans were eating their meal, the smoke rose up to where Zeus lived. He quickly threw down lightning bolts at the Titans, who quickly retreated. The remaining parts were given to Bacchus's brother to be buried. He was later resurrected by his heart. The heart was saved by Minerva while Bacchus was being torn apart. The story of Bacchus's death sheds light on the death of Nimrod. It seems as if Nimrod broke his own laws. Any pressure on others about religion, the punishment was death. Nimrod persecuted the people that would not worship his image, so the punishment was death to anybody who pushed anybody into any religion. So Nimrod gave up his life to honor his own laws. As a holy child, Nimrod was placed in a manger. He traveled the area and performed miracles, traveling in triumphant procession on a donkey. He was killed in a Eucharistic ritual, died for 3 days, and rose. He was called the only begotten Son, the sin bearer, the Alpha and the Omega, and the Anointed One. This counterfeit Christ, the false prophet, right? The false one. This is the worker of iniquity that already done work in the early books of the New Testament.